Yo, salute to the people. It's the social forecast. Um, I'm a little late touching on this topic. It's been a long week. It's been a very news heavy, informative week in social media. But the more and more blogs I see, especially the known hip hop bloggers who are touching on the Tech9 situation, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna touch it. Let y'all have what y'all want to have as far as opinions about that. And I'm just going to do that respectfully as a father, you know what I'm saying, as somebody who has 4 sisters. I'm not going to touch that. But for the individuals going in on Jayblacc talking about you can't have a co-host, you can't have a close friend, you can't have somebody you speak to day in and day out, sit across from at a table on the Champion platform and not know what they're doing in their personal private life. That shit sounds so stupid. It don't even make sense, like, remotely. When there are spouses out here, wives and husbands, cheating on their wives and husbands, having whole relationships on the side, people who are doing all types of crazy shit out here in these streets, and the people closest to them who see them every day, who live with those people, who deal with them in the most intimate and close ways, don't know how they're moving around. So how can y'all really, in good conscience, if what Jayblacc is saying in the blog that he did, if it's not true, if people aren't just out there to make him look bad, if people just aren't out there to try and tear down his platform, try and tear down what he's doing, how can y'all in good conscience say, if we're going to cancel Tech9, we got to cancel Jayblacc? He's got to do a blog and explain himself. He's got to convince the battle rap community that he had nothing to do with and didn't know anything about this whole Tech9 situation. And even if he does that, we're not going to believe him because you sat across from this man. So if you found out this man was arrested, or if you knew that this man was going through different things, it was on you, and you were obligated to find out what exactly it was that he was dealing with, or what exactly it was he was arrested for, charged with. And because you didn't do that, you must have known about it. You must be condoning it. And if you don't bring down all of the content that you did with him on the Champion platform, if you don't take it down like the URL took down all of his battles, then we're just going to group you in two and say you must have been in on it. That shit sound retarded. That shit don't even sound like it remotely makes sense. And I can't. I sat with it for a couple days, trying to figure out if there's a possibility somehow, something from some angle I'm missing, where it makes some kind of sense. Where I could say, okay, I understand how people feel. I understand why people are saying this. I have literally waited to do this blog. I've literally waited to touch on this. I waited for a few days because I really tried to listen to everybody's perspective and really try to wrap my head around the different angles to see if it was possible that I could see it from that perspective. And no matter how I flip it, no matter how I try to look at it, it just don't make sense. You cannot indict and or hold somebody accountable for the actions of another person. I don't care how close they are. I don't care who it is. I don't care what the situation is. Jayblacc is not being charged with these sexual offenses. Jayblacc is not being brought up on charges and having to face trial for these types of allegations. This shit don't have nothing to do with him. So how can you indict this individual based on something that somebody did? And then on top of that, if he's doing a blog saying, listen, I'm finding out what's going on just like the rest of y'all. I'm trying to mourn the loss of my friend while at the same time trying to mourn the loss of my mom. And then all this shit comes out and blindsides me. And now I have everybody who I thought fucked with me basically saying, yo, you on the chopping block too. We need to hear what's up. Did you know about this? You need to come clean. Let us know what was going on. How can y'all tell this man he is lying when he says I don't have a clue what's going on, and I don't know anything about it, just like y'all don't know anything about it. And to the battle rap bloggers who say shit like, I understand battle rap. The battle rap community is a very finicky community. If you're not somebody who is known for doing battle rap blogs, speaking on battle rap, doing battle rap reviews, doing reaction videos, whatever it is, if you're not participating in the community actively, then you shouldn't be speaking on these one-off situations when they happen. I can understand that because battle rap is a very finicky community. But for a person like me who's been a fan of battle rap and of hip hop since the 80s, shit, that's not going to apply to me. If I have something to speak on when it comes to this situation, I'm going to speak on it, and I'm going to do it in good conscience, even though my channel, my platform is not a battle rap platform. I do have the occasional battle rap talk, battle rap review. I don't do it often at all because I'm more of a fan. But when I fuck with Jayblacc, his whole platform. I've been following him since the beginning. All the reaction videos, all of the analysis and the breakdowns of different battles. Been following him for years now. And it's not even about caping for a person. I don't like the logic that people follow. I don't like the frame of thought, the logic that people subscribe to and use as a reference. Cannot blame me or anybody else for something that somebody else did. Can't. Anyway, man, let me know what y'all think about this one and how y'all feel about Jayblacc, this whole situation. Like I said, I'm not going to really touch or go in on the whole Tech9 thing with all the charges because I can't really in good conscience do so. So I'm going to just leave that where it is and let that sort itself out. I'm following what everybody is saying, all the bloggers, all the battle rappers, and I'm just going to, take in everybody's opinion and watch this whole thing play out. I'm sure more information will come out about it, but I really just only wanted to speak on this Jayblacc thing in our society, period, not just battle rap, not just on social media, not just in public, but even in our private relationships. Stop holding people accountable for shit they have nothing to do with. If that person didn't pull a trigger, if that person doesn't have their hands in that cookie jar, if that person is not being alleged to have committed those offenses, don't group that man in there with those types of heinous crimes and acts that allegedly took place. We got to knock that shit off. Anyway, it's a social forecast. I fuck with all y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one.